What's happening, everybody? I'm back. All right, so I was just been thinking about a couple things. Before we get started, if you could subscribe, trying to get them subscribers up. It don't cost you nothing. You know what I mean? It's free. Subscribe. No big deal. And then you get videos that I drop. All right. I just been thinking a lot lately about basically because of my kids. Like my kids are older, they're getting jobs, they're getting promotions, they're doing their thing. But I was just thinking how like one of my son-in-laws told me something the other day, and he's a normal kid. He's a normal kid, but he just bought a gun. A legal gun. He's good, but then he told me that he carries it around with him everywhere. He ain't got no CCW or nothing, but he takes it with him everywhere. And I asked him, why do you take it? Why do you feel like he just feels like, oh, just, you never know, just in case we need some type of protection or something, but the thing is, you're breaking the law. You're not supposed to be carrying that gun in the public. You're not supposed to have it in your car. If something was to happen, you're gonna get in trouble. Even if you were to protect yourself. And that's what I told him. I said, even if something was to happen and you had to pull out that gun and use it, you're gonna get in trouble because you're not even supposed to have it out there on the streets. You know what I mean? So, I understand. I've been there. I know I say a lot of things and I'm like, don't do this, don't do this, you shouldn't do this, you should. I know I preach a lot like that. And I do a lot of those things that I say, you know what I mean? It's like, I do a lot of stuff too. But I'm not perfect, I'm still trying to work. I'm still trying to work on myself, still trying to be a good man, and I know it's not easy. I know, we like to have fun. We like to drink. We like to smoke. We like to do things, and it doesn't make us a bad person, you know what I mean? But as long as we're a good person, like everything we do, every move we make, like everything, like that's what we don't really like understand, and we don't really like look that deep, like especially like young kids. Like when I was young, I didn't think that deep, but as you get older, you start thinking a little deeper at life, and it's like every move we make, everything we do, everything we say, everything affects other people in one way or another. Like, let's just say, and it's all the way we create it, the way we create our reality, like let's just say I got a mean mug on. I'm mean mugging. I don't feel good today. I'm mean mugging. I'm upset. But I'm out in public and I'm walking through parking lots and I'm going into stores and I'm passing by people and I have that look on my face, and I'm not saying hi to anybody. And I'm not, I'm just, my feelings are out there, boom, everybody can see my feelings, everybody can see you're upset. I see that with people all the time. And I do it as well when I'm not in a good mood, when I'm not happy, I do it as well, but I'm trying, I'm trying to work on it or whatever. But when that happens, it's like you're affecting people because everybody's looking at you. Everybody knows, like, oh, that person, everybody knows you're in a bad mood. Everybody knows, like, oh, look at that guy. Oh, everybody knows. Or when you're walking around and you got a smile on your face and you're saying to anybody that looks at you, hello, how you doing? How you doing today? Like everything that we do and say affects other people. We don't even really realize it. We don't really think about it, But imagine if you said hello to somebody out in public, just a random stranger. Oh, hello, ma'am. How you doing, sir? Held the door open for somebody or something. We never know what anybody else is going through in their life. You know what I mean? And imagine how that how that little piece of positivity could change somebody, could affect their day, could affect their life. You know what I mean? Like just 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 a gesture could, you know, make somebody's day. You know what I mean? Change somebody's whole day around, you know? Um, and I never really thought about it like that before, you know? Sometimes I understand people say that I look mad, I look mean all the time, but really I'm not. I'm really a happy guy. But if I do have things on my mind, I will be walking around with a little serious look on my face. But if not, if I'm like normally, I try to be my best in a good mood, you know. And normally I'm just walking around. I got a smile on my face, and I say hi to everybody, and you know what I mean. I know I have a cholo look to me, you know, and I know I dress it. I wear dicky shorts, and you know what I mean. But just that smile on your face, just that smile on your face puts out energy, you know what I mean? A positive energy. And the mean mugging on your, that puts out negative energy, you know what I mean? So whatever you put out, you got to get back. You know what I mean? If you throw a bright ass smile to somebody, boom, bam, big old smile. Hey, what's up? How you doing? How's your day going? And you just keep pushing, you're going to get positive back. You know what I mean? Just like, all right, let me give you an example. I was standing at the gas station. This is what made me think about all this, you know? I really didn't want to tell the story, but this is, and it was just like on Sunday or something, you know? Today's Monday. It was just yesterday or Saturday maybe. I don't remember. But I'm at the gas station. I'm at the pump. I'm pumping gas. And I had something on my mind. I wasn't even thinking about pumping gas. I was just thinking about something else. I was going to barbecue, and I had a lot of things to do. I had a lot of things to get, you know? And two youngsters, well, there was one of them just stayed in the car, but the car was facing me, so he was looking at me. But the one guy got out and walks past me. And you know what? I don't know what kind of look I had on my face or whatever, but I wasn't even looking at him. I wasn't even paying attention to him. But as he's passing me, I just glanced up and caught eye contact with him, and he was just dogging me, you know, like. So I kind of realized, because he kept on pushing, you know, going into the store, and I kind of realized that I think I dogged him back, you know. And in my mind, I was like, for the split second, I was like, the fuck's this guy looking at? And then I'm like, what am I, you know what I mean? What am I doing, you know? So he comes back out the store, and he's still mean mugging me and shit. And I just smiled and said, hey, what's happening? How you doing, you know? And then his demeanor changed. It went from aggressive to like kind of surprised, you know? He was kind of surprised, like, oh, hey, what's up? And then that's all he said. And then he just went back to his car and pumped his gas. And by then I was done and I started leaving. But, you know, I felt the negativity when I was doing it. You know, I felt it. And I knew it was wrong. And so I corrected myself, you know? But for the split moment, that's what came to my mind when this kid walked past me, you know, like, and he was just dogging me, you know? That was the first thing that came to my mind, you know, like, the fuck is this guy looking at? I instantly like, whoa, what the hell am I doing? You know, like, this isn't, you know, like, that's not, you know what I mean? I'm not some teenager anymore, you know? But I don't know, like, ever since that happened to me, I've been thinking about it, and I wanted to make a video. I just wasn't sure how to explain it or what, but, you know, like everything, I mean, every action that we do, everything we say, everything we do, there's going to be a reaction, you know, like there's going to be something that comes about of whatever you did, you know, like, or said. And do you want that reaction to be positive, negative? You know, it's like, I don't know. But I'm working on that too. You know what I mean? I'm working on it too, just like everybody else. You know what I mean? None of us are perfect. None of us are ever going to be perfect. You know what I mean? We ain't none of us are Jesus, you know? But we could try, you know, try our best, you know, just to not be ignorant and just, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just wanted to get that off, you know. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you guys, and yeah, I just wanted to get that out there, you know. I don't even know what to title this video, but I'm gonna try figure something out. All right, everybody. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate everybody. And you know, and I always wanna like have other videos and be like, you know how these other dudes do it. Push the link below if you wanna see this other video and all this. But I don't really know how to do none of that stuff yet. And nobody knows I have this YouTube channel, so I can't get my kids or my wife or anybody to help me, you know. So I'm just winging it, putting out. I just figured out doing shorts and stuff, so you know. But all right, everybody, I appreciate you guys, you know, and everybody have a good day, and God bless. All right, everybody, see you next time. Thank you.